Hey folks, what we're going to demonstrate today is how to configure ACI's AVS for stateful L4 firewall. First up, we're going to show you how to enable the firewall policy to be stateful. You click on Fabric, go to Access Policies, down to Interface Policies, down to Firewall, into Default, and then by default it's on Learning, and you turn it on by clicking Enabled. Done. From here, we're going to go over to the particular EPG, where we're going to turn the filter into being able to be stateful. So go down to Security Policies, down to the Contracts, down to the Filters, and you can see here we already have one enabled. It's for port 80 that we're showing that it's enabled to be stateful here. So we're going to create a new one for HTTPS to kind of give you an example of what it looks like to create a new filter. Same as you have done before with ACI, creating a standard filter, and then the only difference is this check mark for making it still stateful. And at this point, that filter is now stateful for any traffic passing through our AVS software leaf. Next up, we're going to show you our two tenants, common, which is where the shared L3 out is sitting. And that's where the consumed contract is sitting, again, which is stateful. And then from here, we'll go into tenant prod, which is where our web server is sitting and what contract that's providing. Okay, perfect. So from here, what we're going to do, in the background, we have an Avalanche test center generating a ton of HTTP connections. And what we'll do is go over to the ESX host, and we're going to show you that, in fact, AVS is tracking state for these flows. So we're going to cycle through a bunch of commands to show you that we're tracking state being established and then being closed. What we're showing next here is the statistics window for a particular host that we want to see denies being logged. On another screen, I'm launching essentially a scan attack where we're launching attacks at this particular host with fin, SYN, and push attacks at this host. What the Fabric is going to do for us is block anything that's non-port 80 right from the Fabric, so it never gets delivered down to AVS and eventually the virtual machine here. So as I kick off this attack, you can see that the leaf or the Fabric is denying anything that's non-port 80. Now if we go over to the ESXi host and look at the CLI, we are delivering port 80 traffic, but there's going to be a SYN and fin attack that's happening here. And as you can see, as I launch this attack, you can see there's a transmit drop going on. So it's port 80 traffic hitting AVS, but it's not established connections, and due to that, we're going to drop those connections.